Hello, this is Sarah Backhouse from Davos, and it's the final day of the World Economic Forum's annual meeting. People are now getting their helicopters, Teslas and skis to get the hell out of here. And it's time for my recap of the findings of the week. So first up, what is Davos? Davos is a small town in Switzerland and the annual convening of the World Economic Forum, which brings together world leaders, business leaders, celebrities and media to congregate for a week of madness. Notable names this year include Shinzo Abe, Angela Merkel, Bono, Jane Goodall, Prince William and Anthony Scaramucci. The collective age here is on the higher side. Average age for men is 54, for women 49. And on the topic of women, they only make up 22% of attendees. Why is World 50 at Davos? Well, we come here because our members are here, about 60 members in total, and we convene them for our annual reception. I also take as much opportunity as I can to meet with them one-on-one. I'm also hunting down prospects on the promenade and, most importantly, collecting ideas for content and speakers to bring back to our own summits. So what were the top takeaways from the week? Here are mine. Number one, populism remains an existential threat to capitalism. Number two, despite economic volatility, a recession isn't really on people's minds. Number three, the tech backlash continues. There's an increasing concern about privacy, as expressed by Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who thinks that data governance should be a big focus for G7 leaders. Number four, AI is huge. Every company needs an AI strategy. These were the words of Accenture's Paul Doherty. And number five, and probably most importantly, inclusivity was huge, starting with Davos itself. It needs to be more than a place where the rich and elite meet to eat. So what are the topics that I heard a lot about? Now, I want to preface this by the fact that I focused a lot on communications and sustainability. So the big topics in those fields were purpose and trust, starting with the Edelman Trust Barometer. 75% of people trusted their employers the most. This is over government, NGOs and media. Paul Polman said from Unilever, the former CEO, "It is better to be trusted than to be loved." Purpose was everywhere here at Davos. Companies need a purpose. More people wanted their CEOs to take a stand on issues that matter. So here's what I expected to hear more about at Davos that I didn't, and that was climate change. However, we do see it. Just behind me is a young Swedish teenager, Greta Thunberg, who took a train to Davos, a 32-hour journey to protest the lack of inaction by leaders on climate change. What surprised me was a finding that came out of an LGBTQ lunch that I attended yesterday. And the surprising fact was that millennials are trending downwards in their acceptance of diverse communities. So how was it different from last year? Well, two main differences. One, there was a lot less snow, and two, there was a lot less Trump. A lot of the main G7 leaders were absent. May, Macron and Trump were all putting out fires in their own home countries. But on the positive side, that meant a much more productive Davos. It was less about the what and more about the how. It was more from hierarchy to community. It was actually getting things done, and it led to a very productive meeting. That's it from this year at Davos.